At 79 years old, Hayley Mills has finally decided to tell the unfiltered truth about Maureen O'Hara. Hayley Catherine Rose Vivian Mills entered the world on April 18, 1946 in London, England, born into what many considered British acting royalty. Her father, Sir John Mills, was already a powerhouse on screen thanks to films like Great Expectations and Ryan's Daughter. Her mother, Mary Hayley Bell, was a respected playwright and novelist. That meant Hayley didn't discover acting. She grew up marinating in it. Creativity wasn't a hobby in her house. It was oxygen. Storytelling was normal. Discipline in the arts was expected. Performance was part of daily life. And before she even truly registered what was happening, her childhood was quietly laying the foundation that would make her one of the greatest child stars cinema has ever seen. Her entrance into film was explosive. At just 12, she appeared with her father in the British crime drama Tiger Bay in 1959. The industry immediately felt something unusual. Her performance wasn't cute, it wasn't forced. It had emotional weight, natural comedic timing, and a surprising authenticity. Word spread all the way across the Atlantic. Walt Disney himself watched her and realized she was exactly what he was searching for. Innocent, smart, warm, and not cynical. She represented the kind of young spirit he wanted in his company. Soon after, Hayley signed with Disney, and a global phenomenon began. Her first Disney movie, Pollyanna in 1960, turned her into a household name worldwide. Her portrayal felt real. Even today, that film remains iconic, and Hayley received the Academy Juvenile Award, becoming one of the youngest Oscar recipients in history. For the early 1960s, she became the face of optimism. She became the Disney heroine. But Disney hadn't even shown her most impressive trick yet. In 1961, she starred in The Parent Trap and stunned audiences by playing identical twins Susan and Sharon. That film changed everything. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural milestone, and it proved that Hayley wasn't just charming. She could legitimately act. Through the 1960s, she stacked more hits: In Search of the Castaways, Summer Magic, That Darn Cat. By then, she wasn't just a star. She was Disney's golden child. Eventually, though, she wanted to evolve. In 1966, she starred in The Family Way, a turning point into mature roles. She was ready to be more than a child star. And through the decades, she kept working. Television, film, stage. She became respected, not for nostalgia, but for craft. In 2000, Disney formally honored her with the Disney Legends Award, but she also became an outspoken advocate for young performers, warning about the psychological cost of fame and the importance of knowing who you really are. That lesson would be one she would have to take into her personal life. While filming The Family Way in 1966, 20-year-old Hayley met director Roy Bolting. He was 53. The public hated it. The age gap was 33 years, and Hayley was still perceived as Disney's kid. But the romance was real, and she saw him as both partner and mentor. They married in 1971. She was 25, he was 58. Their bohemian life in London's Chelsea and later in a countryside home at the iconic Cobstone Windmill looked romantic from the outside. But eventually the age gap, goals, and priorities pulled them apart. They divorced in 1977. However, that marriage